It's Friday, November 17, 2023. I'm here at the Palm Springs Convention Center for the McCormick's auction, which happens twice a year. I usually come out and film it every time. I did miss the one in February because it snowed in Yucaipa, which anyone who knows, when it snows in a place where it usually doesn't snow, chaos ensues. So we're out here for this one. It was supposed to rain today. It is definitely not raining today. It's actually a really nice day here in Palm Springs. A lot of great cars here that are for sale going up on the auction block this weekend. So let's go have a look. I'm going to start with this 1950 Olds. I like to start with the cars that are towards the auction block before the auction starts. As more people start filtering in, this is usually the area that gets pretty crowded. It's 1950 Olds convertible. And as I always mention, I'll try to get the numbers off the cars for the lot number, because you can actually look up, probably after about a week, they'll have the prices up on the website. This one's number 244. So you can always look up the prices of the cars and what they sold for. We have a lot 246, a 57 Chevy Bel Air two-door post. So lot number on this one. They also live stream the auction as it's going on, but just the actual auction. And they do get exotic cars out here. This is a Ferrari 348 1994 model, number 247 on the lots. We got lot 249, a 1950 Ford convertible. Now in the past, I've actually sold a couple vehicles, probably more than a couple vehicles at this auction years ago. We have a lot 250, a 1960 Impala convertible. Or if it's a 283 or a 348 car. I don't have the hood up. This one's got the skirts, twin antennas, bumper guards. Pretty loaded car. A 76 Mercedes 450 SLC, so the coupe does not have the removable hardtop. In fact, it's got a sunroof there. Looks like it came out of Oregon. We have a 65 Mustang convertible V8 car.
Yeah, well, they do play her at 25 back too. Look up our website. Yeah, you stumble across these really nice.
Okay, the Mustang was 253, the lot number. This one's 254, 1950 Merc Woody. Very nicely restored example. Got a 57 Mercury Turnpike Cruiser convertible. This is a very, very rare car. Lot number 255, if you want to look up the price after the auction. I think they usually take about a week to get them up, if I remember right. So people always ask me why don't I just overlay it. I would have to wait a week for them to put a list out, and it would take forever. And I did it once on a auction video, and it just took forever to add the prices. So any ones you want to look up, you can actually go on there and look up using the lot number. This one's even got the Continental kit. The lot 256 is a Rolls Royce Corniche 1980 convertible. So I've learned shooting this auction to do the ones that are under the overhang first, as they're hard enough to get even without a crowd. Of a 1967 Buick Skylark, lot 257. Very nice red with white interior. Of course, the convertibles are very popular here in Palm Springs, as you can imagine. So lot 258, 1958 Pontiac Star Chief two-door hardtop. A 66 Mustang convertible. It's fully restored. For the letter car fans, we got this Chrysler 300F, 1960 model. Check out those cross rams. Nice Ford look car. Just got the swivel seats. This guy hasn't washed his yet. It's a 62 Chevy Corvette, lot 261. I don't know which motor it's got. It's not fuel injected because there's no fuel injection badges. Very clean example, but it needs to wash it. But you can tell it's actually a really nice car. Lot 264. It's a 71 Dodge Challenger RT 383 car. It's got the Goodyear Polyglass bias ply tires. It is an automatic transmission car. I see some very nice Mopar muscle. We'll announce on Sunday. I don't know if I'm filming anything. I've got a full all-day festival concert in Huntington Beach tomorrow. We'll see how I feel on Sunday morning before I go film something. And last night I went and saw Devo, so I was actually at a concert last night with the daughter. So lot 267 is this 1960 Chevy Impala. So it's got a 348 or a 4, could be a 409, but its original would be a 348. W head motor. Yeah, it says on the sign here, rebuilt 348. Does have a 4-speed. Early Mustang convertible with a 289. This one's a 65 model. This was lot number 270. It's got the GT wheels on it. It's got the console, automatic, and of course the luggage rack on the trunk. Got a 64 Chevy Corvette, second year for the Stingray. This one's lot 337. Four-speed, no word which motor it's got. Factory would obviously be a 327, but they had different varieties. Not fuel injected though, because there's no fuel injection badges. I can't remember how many different engine options they had in 64. It was actually quite a few. We have a 56 Bel Air two-door post, lot number 271. A lot of these you can look up on the site, and there's like the ones with the hoods down. You can actually look, there'll be photos of it with the hood up on a lot of the listings on the McCormick's website as well. And lot 272, we got this 57 Chevy Nomad. It's got a whole sheet, frame off restoration. It's got a dual quad V8, I'm guessing 283.
Yeah, it's really nice. It's a nice car to cruise around here with the nice roads, right? Yeah.
So this one's out of Arizona. We have a 68 Barracuda convertible. Lot 273. So next week, I have no idea what I'm filming. Nobody ever plans anything for Thanksgiving weekend in Southern California for some reason. So I'll try to come up with some sort of video. Of course, rolling into December, we got Pomona on December 3rd. Week after that, I got Long Beach, and mid-December, I'll be at Hot Rod Power Tour West. from what the 15th through the 17th. So you got first day at Irwindale, second day at Las Vegas Motor Speedway, third day back at Pomona. You have a 1978 Pace Car Edition Corvette. Of course, this was the 25th anniversary year, and all the 78s had that medallion on the front. Lot 275. A lot of these actually got put away as investments with 0 miles on them back when they were new. So actually there's quite a few of these around with low miles and in very nice original condition. You can't have a Palm Springs auction without the big Cadillacs. Got 71 Coupe de Ville, lot 277. This one's actually a no reserve car. You can see the interior's got the window up. Of course, they love these big Cadillacs and all the big luxury cars of that era out here in Palm Springs.
My boss found it.
So I'll probably see a few of these in the auction today. It does have a little bit of bubbling in the back window, or around the back window under the vinyl top. Common issue on these. It's a little Fiat. Station wagon. 344 is the 68 Chevelle. Got a SS396 badge up front. Does as a standard Chevelle hood, non-super sport. Oh, it says on there that it's a clone. It actually helps us out, but I mean it's pretty obvious. It looks clonish to me, unless the hood had been replaced with a non-super sport variety. It's like it was recently registered in California. It's got a 9A plate on it. That's pretty recent. Glass looks like it has like an older tint on it as well. Looks to be like probably an 80s redo. Here's an early one in the auction, a Renault Alliance. So it's lot 5, 1984. Alliance Cup race car. So these were actually built by American Motors back then and sold at American Motors dealerships back in the day when Renault owned most of American Motors. And of course, they later sold out to Chrysler, who basically wanted Jeep. This is the first lot of the auction. They usually do some like automobilia type stuff before they get into the cars though. Lot number 1 is a 01 SL 500 Mercedes. And lot 007 has nothing to do with James Bond. We got this 56 T-Bird. It still has a 312 in it, Y block. Has the 55 top without the porthole. 56 would have a porthole originally. In fact, my family, we used to have a 55 with a porthole top on it. That was not correct. Got a 72 Chevy El Camino. It's got super sport badges, but it's also got a 350. So, not a super sport. It does have a tag on there saying that this does have a salvage title. So it was rebuilt salvage. This one's got an early lot number. It's number 008. Got a 92 Mercedes 300 SL Roadster, lot 183, no reserve. So going into the end of December, obviously Christmas weekend, there's really nothing. I'll probably have to just come up with some sort of video. The day before the Rose Parade, they still do the Rose Parade Cruise. Fortunately, it is the same day that the Holiday Motor Excursion is scheduled, so I'm probably gonna do the Rose Parade Cruise. If I can figure out a way to do both, I will, but I think they're both at the same time. And traditionally, the Rose Parade Cruise video does better for me. This is the first one we run across where doesn't have a valid California smog, so it can only be sold to out-of-state buyers or dealers. It's a 2000 Jaguar XJ8, number 185. Doesn't necessarily mean it failed smog. You can actually look up using VIN or license plate number to see if a car has failed smog. This one has no plate, so if you looked on the website and found the VIN on the auction listing, you could actually run it through the BAR website, and it's free, and you can look up to see. That's on any car, whether it failed, if it failed smog, or what the smog history is if it's a California car. We have a 66 Chevy C10 long bed pickup. This one still has the inline 6. Now we got our first car alarm of the morning. You probably got excited for my Long Beach video last week. Actually, I did Long Beach last week, and a lot of vehicles I'd never seen there before, and a lot of stuff that was for sale that I'd never seen there before, which was a pleasant surprise there.
Hi, Mike.
Yeah. So if you've been avoiding the Long Beach video because it's a lot of the same stuff usually, this video was, obviously there was some of the same stuff, but there was a lot of stuff that was new that I hadn't filmed before. And there seemed to be a lot more for sale this time. So hopefully that continues in the future. A 1990 Porsche 944, lot number 10. Hard to believe that was 33 years ago, going on 34 years ago. So it is from California. So I can roll into this Porsche 356. Actually, I saw a white 356 on the way out here on the freeway. Not sure if they were driving out here. This one's lot number 11. So early car. They actually start the auction, I believe, at 11 o'clock this morning, which isn't maybe an hour from now, a little over an hour. A 2000 GMC Sierra, lot number 13, short bed. Like the center console there is coming apart. I'll just show it because you don't often see the short beds. And then roll into this Jaguar XJ8. So it is a 99 model, lot number 14. It's like somebody made off with the hood ornament. Somebody has a new necklace or a mantelpiece. Lot number 192 is a Dodge Dart convertible, 1964. This one says it has the V8, so not a slant 6. Actually, it's got the V8 badge there on the fender. There's a Dart GT. 193 is a 73 Mercedes 450 SL, so pre-smog. These are of SL. They're a little bit hard to find in the pre-smog variety. This one does have the removable hardtop. It's not the SLC. Looks like it's out of Oregon. Looks to be pretty tidy.
Oh, God. 1948.
48 Willys Jeep. This one is Chevy powered. Probably a 350. Lot number 194. Got that dash done up with the upholstery. All right, lot number 15, we got this Chrysler 5th Avenue, 1986 model. Looks to be Grandma's Garage fresh. The pillow top upholstery. Total senior citizen car. So you got the original cassette deck in there. Looks like they were probably retired Air Force, would be my guess. You can buy that base sticker. There's a not as nice condition. Something that could be brought back to what the other ones look like. The 66 Mustang. It's lot number 17. It's like a budget paint job in that yellow.
Oh, right, yeah.
Yeah. And I have
It is a
book at
V8
home.
convertible. So definitely something that's worth putting a few bucks in if you can pick it up at the right price. It's got the under dash air conditioning and automatic transmission. Let me look under the hood again. Could use some detailing. Got a 1962 MGA Roadster for the Brit car fans.
We all come to a point where we don't have room for it.
So it's got a more modern
I can get in it, I
stereo
can't get
cut
out of
into
it.
the dash.
I had a bet, so it
Lot number 20 is a 66 Volkswagen Carmen Ghia.
I'd like to get like 25. See what happens. Yeah. Well, good luck, sir.
This one's got like old VFW stickers on it. You got a U.S. Navy plate frame. Guess we did Veterans Day at Radwood last Saturday. Got this Polaris slingshot. I'll just show it because it's interesting. Said we did Radwood last week. It's tradition I spend Veterans Day with my daughter, so I could not make it up to Good Guys, unfortunately. I'll have to check if next year Veterans Day falls on a weekday once again. There's a very tidy 66 Volkswagen Beetle. Looks like an older paint job. This one's lot number 22. It's also got it's the same owner of the Carmen Ghia. Maybe it came out of like an estate or something like that. It's just a pretty nice original car, it looks like. This 1976 Toyota FJ40. This one would not pass smog, so out of state or dealer only. Fortunately, we are still smogging 1976 and newer vehicles in California. Obviously, the parts are not always available, or course, these have been steadily increasing in value. There's that Fiat 124. This one's a 73. We saw this rolling in. In fact, I had the sedan version many years ago. You don't often see even the sedan version, let alone the station wagon. No, I won't smog. This one's a 91 Mercedes 300 SL, lot number 26. Does have the removable hardtop as well. Lot number 27, we got an 87 Alpha Spider.
Take care. Good luck.
This one also has the removable hardtop.
$45,000 miles, man. Very clean.
A Cadillac Seville Coupe, 26,000 miles. Kind of one of the more unusual, not quite a neoclassic conversion. I do remember these running around new. And I assume most people who bought these kept these in really nice condition. I'm sure that conversion was quite expensive. It's got the vintage wire wheels. If you took this to like Concours de Le Mans, you would Concours de Lemons, you'd probably be right up there. You might even win an award. Normal Cadillac Seville. Of course, these were built on the same platform as the Chevy Nova, Pontiac Ventura, all those. So this one's highly optional. It's lot 31. It does have the optional sunroof. It's probably one of the cleanest examples of one of these I've seen in a while. It's out of Washington State. This is a lot cleaner than the one that was at Long Beach last week.
I don't know whether he went right or left when he got out.
For the Radwood crowd, there's this 90
Good morning.
Mazda RX-7 convertible, lot number 32. This one has an automatic. I'm assuming the hot ticket on these is to find one with the manual still. To be a well-kept original car. On number 33, they got a Cadillac Eldorado 97. This is the North Star era of Cadillacs, so fortunately they were prone to head gasket failure. Yeah, see, 32 valve North Star. I understand once the fix is done, which is quite expensive, they're pretty bulletproof. But you gotta watch those head studs on these. We got number 34, we got a Dodge Stealth RT. Of course, it's a Mitsubishi underneath. These were a hot ticket back in those days. So it looks to be very well kept. I remember when I bought my Trans Am when I was in the Navy, I actually looked at these, but the dealers were marking them up so bad I just said forget it. Wound up getting the Pontiac. 197, 65,000 mile S10 4x4 pickup. This is very clean, as you can imagine. There are not many of these left that are this clean. So we got the original wheels. This 99 Caddy Fleetwood. It's got the Vogues. It has the carriage top. Here we have this 89 Chevy Silverado 2500. It's an OBS. So it's fully original time capsule. It doesn't mention how many miles it has on it. A lot of times you do find these with high mileage that are kept in really nice condition by like elderly owners, which is probably what this is. So he doesn't mention the mileage, which usually leads me to believe that it might have some miles, but obviously well kept. So it has got an older California license plate on it, so not from out of state. There's the original two-tone paint, which was popular back in that era. It's our first Rolls Royce, so we'll give you a good look at the Spirit of Ecstasy there. It's 1991 Silver Spur. Of course, it's got the tray tables in the back for executive chauffeuring. Lot 204, we got a 69 GTO clone with a Judge stripe package. So it is originally a Le Mans. A 48 Packard. I don't see a lot number on it, so I'm sure you could look it up on the website. They have that giant sign in the window. An 88 Suzuki Samurai with the tow bar. Of course, these were popular with RVers. They could flat tow these behind their giant RVs, and they were manual transmissions, so you didn't have to worry about tearing up an automatic. That's probably what happened to this one. That's why it's got the tow bar. It's to be a very nice original. Of course, we saw a few of these at Radwood last week. See if it says how many miles. It says it comes with a Yeti ice chest for whatever that's worth. Number 209 is a Volkswagen-based dune buggy. No specific kit manufacturer listed here. Got a 71 Dodge Super Bee with a 383. Does have an automatic. So a very cool muscle car. Lot 213, a 69 Chevelle Super Sport 396. Our lot 215, we got a big block powered 72 C10 short bed. Got the houndstooth upholstery. It's got a later Chevy steering wheel, awful like an OBS. Lot 218, we got the 63 Econoline pickup. This one looks like it's still got a straight six. These originally came with the 170.
Yeah.
Looks like it has a custom tailgate. The original would have been more inset and had Ford stamped in it. Of course, they're usually missing. They were very prone to rusting out. So it's like they actually rectified the situation and made their own tailgate that actually matches the contour of the actual bed. It's like a pretty nice older custom Econo. 52 Chevy pickup. Lot number 219. Let's see if it has like the information about the motor on here. Just says V8 Chevrolet motor. Yeah, because there aren't any more variety of that. It could be anything from small block to an LS or a big block.
Thank you. 350 in it?
Yeah, lot number 220. We got a Ford F-150 Harley Davidson edition. For the C4 Corvette fans, this 96 Roadster, lot number 35. There's actually some really nice C4s at Radwood last week. They're starting to finally really gain some, I guess, collectability. You know, obviously the special editions and your ZR1s and whatnot were pretty collectible already, but your standard ones are getting a little bit more respect these days. We got a 93 Alante. This is the North Star variety. They did have different engines and different years in these. Lot number 39. Of course, these were assembled by Pininfarina in Italy. There, lot number 40, they got a 53 Chrysler New Yorker Newport two-door hardtop. So this one's out of Florida. See a lot of cars with out-of-state plates in Palm Springs because there's a lot of people who have a second home here, and they keep their cars registered in other states for tax reasons and whatnot, as California registration can be quite expensive. Although people do bring cars in for this sale as well. Number 41, we got a, guessing probably an 80s build, Ford Model T Tall T, 1924. Got the tilt column. Very much like something you would see at a car show in like the mid-80s. It's even got a blue vanity plate on it.
Go get the car.
A lot of these are starting to come out of the woodwork. A big Mercedes sedan, 1981 380 SEL. Does have a sunroof. Looks like the paint's starting to crack. German luxury for you. It's a 1980 450 SL, the removable hardtop. This one was also recently registered in California. It's got a 9E plate, so that's pretty recent. A lot of times it could also be because the original owner had a handicap plate or a personalized plate that didn't transfer, but often it does mean that it was recently registered in California. Not always. There's this 83 Riviera convertible. Of course, these were not done at the factory. This one's a no smog, so either it didn't pass smog or they didn't bother trying to run it through smog on this Riviera. It's got the Olympic Buick sticker on it. It does have Alaska plates on it. Can't imagine you can get much use out of a convertible in Alaska. Trying to see if there's the mileage on this one. These always have like low mileage. Actually, it has 99,000 miles on it. See, a lot of times the convertibles have like ultra low mileage, as they were purchased as like a fun toy. Now on to the 67 Ford Thunderbird, the hideaways. Says comments, Landau. Yeah, it's got the Landau top, lot 48. There's your Landau. Very nice example. It is a black plate car. No word if it's, unfortunately you got to watch on those now because you can YLM them. Those look beat up enough, and V would be like a correct plate series for that year. So does have a little bit of bubbling on the vinyl top, as most do. But overall, a very tidy original car. Another 60 Chevy. This one's an Impala. 348 4-barrel car. Looks like he went with the aluminum radiator instead of the original style. Appears to be like an older restoration. Does have duals out the back and twin antennas. So it originally came out of North Carolina, according to the inspection sticker from '96. It's like a roll right into this Chevelle. 68 Chevelle convertible, lot 227. Isn't that a TV show? I think it was. Back in the 80s. 227. I think it was called 227, not 227. That's surprising some of these muscle cars that the hoods aren't open on them, since I know just from going to shows, usually people with muscle cars like to show off the engines. So it's got the buckets console and an automatic transmission. There's that correct Super Sport hood that we didn't see on that clone earlier. Got an 89 560 SL Roadster, the removable hardtop, still there. It's right before they went to the new body style. These have always been very popular in Palm Springs. 68 Corvette Stingray 427 big block. No word which one. 68 did not say Stingray on the car. The 69 did. Slot 51. It has a 4-speed, so it could have any of the optional 427s that year. Again, I'm surprised they don't have the hood up on this one. Obviously, you have the 390, the 400 horse, the 435, and then you can get into like your L88s, L89s, and things like that, but those are obscenely rare. Lot number 52, we got a 55 Ford F100 pickup. Still has the 223 6-cylinder and a 3-speed manual. It says it's just out of a museum, and it looks like it too. So we got the side mount spare tire there. Lot 53, we got a 74 Jeep CJ5. Let's see what it says. It says it still has a 258 AMC 6-cylinder in it, according to the little info sheet there. There's a lot of these were converted to Chevrolet power over the years. That's Chrysler New Yorker. This one's a 65 model, lot number 54. It says it has 74,000 original miles. It's got the plastic on the steering wheel, a couple cracks, but it's in way better condition than most of those are that I've seen. That haven't been redone, that is. Just a nice, fun four-door sedan cruiser. 55, we have it says it's a Chrysler Prowler. Of course, in the U.S. they were the Plymouth Prowler. Well, they sold them overseas as the Chrysler Prowler. Maybe they did for a year after Plymouth was no longer a brand, I don't know. It says Chrysler Prowler, so that's probably what it's titled as. Of course, most of these, I would imagine, were just fun toys and not driven much. We have a 51 Ford F100 pickup. This one has the flathead V8. I'm not sure if that's going to come out. Very nicely restored truck. Lot number 233, a 67 Volkswagen Transporter camper conversion. This one's not a Westfalia. The builder's tag. Of course, not all these were converted by Westfalia in Germany.
What's happening?
It's just wood. Don't let that get in your way.
And over here. That's 1956. International Travel. This is lot number 235. Not sure if you can see the seating in there. An 88 Toyota pickup. Lot number 236. The extra cab. It's very tidy. Four-wheel drive. Plymouth GTX. 440. 1968 model. Has a 4-speed.
Probably. This might be a steal.
Got a 66 Mustang. That's a lot 238. It's got a Hypo 289. This one does have an automatic. Get you in here. Lot 242 is a 79 Chevy Corvette with a 4-speed L82 optioned. In this era, the manual transmissions were quite scarce, especially in California. I believe by then they all had to be automatic. A 65 Malibu convertible. This one's lot number 240. Looks like it's got a later crate motor in that small block. This one is the Super Sport variety. A 278, a 67 small block Corvette. They're actually getting ready to start the auction. You see that Mercedes is the first car in the auction. It's lined up, ready to go in when they're ready to start. Look at this 56 Chevy, lot 28. It's got a 383 stroker. According to this, is 57 Pontiac's only got 89,000 original miles, and it's a very original car. Lot number 280. If you check on the results after they're posted. It's very tidy. Look, it's even got an old it's black plate. It's like it was last tagged in '95. And a Napa license plate frame. Yeah, 64 Thunderbird. Kelsey Hayes wheels. So it says 26,270 original miles, but it's restored. When a car has that many miles, it doesn't need a restoration, but I mean, sometimes people like to freshen them up and make them look extra good. Of course, the Thunderbirds are awfully popular out here. If you've watched any of the casual concourse videos, in fact, this year, their theme was Thunderbirds this year. It's got the steering wheel that swivels away. Not an original steering wheel, so I don't know what else was done to this that is not factory. But a very nice example. A 72 Chevy C10. Lot number 284. Fortunately, these cars are literally parked right up on each other, so, and the crowd is beginning to thicken up as the auction is about to start. Try to get you the shots I can. A 78 Volkswagen Beetle convertible. Lot 285. Supposed to be a California car. Lot 286, we got a 1937 Ford panel truck. Let's go ahead and get you a good walk around on this one. Said I had to drop my kid off at school this morning, and you can't drop them off too early, or there's nobody there and the gate's not open. So I did manage to get to Palm Springs by about 9:20 this morning. So I usually like to start filming this about 9 o'clock. So it's only a little bit later than I like to be. Get a good look in there.
Horrible.
This 1948 Chrysler Town & Country convertible. This one is absolutely gorgeous. And if you saw the casual concourse video, I had the one in there that was formerly owned by my sister that she recently sold. The new owner brought it out to that show. This one's a cleaner example than that one, and that one's pretty spectacular as it is. Of course, these are definitely showstoppers. Very, very nice example. This one's lot 289. If you're playing along at home after the results go up. Yeah, lot 290, we got a 56 Ford F100. This one looks to be modified. No word on what sort of power plant it has. It's got the aftermarket floor shift column and all that stuff. Very nice example. It says on the plate 56 driver, so I'm guessing he must have used it quite a bit.
Yeah, you're right.
A great big 67 Olds 98 in a convertible. This is lot 292. Definitely a car you don't see very often. So it's last registered in Washington State. Definitely something unusual. Got this 62 Chevy C10 step side. About 293 on this one. Looks like he's added under dash air. Kind of a patina look on this one. One of those custom Cadillacs, very indicative of the era. One that's been had the hood lengthened. Kind of going with the neoclassical spare tire treatment. So it's got the side mount tires, and it's got a Continental kit. They had to go with that extra Continental kit there. This car is very much of the era. Looks like it is a convertible.
You could land an airplane on the hood of this car, couldn't you?
Yep, a 1913 Ford Model T T-Bucket. This one is 059. I'm looking at it backwards now. I should have caught it the other way. Again, I'm guessing another one that's maybe come out of an estate recently. Look at this custom grille and headlights. Yeah, 059 is the lot number. Porsche 914, 1972 model. It's like some sort of like a rattle can artistic paint job. Looks like some cracking going on back there. It's just called a project vehicle. Guessing it's the... Yeah, she's a bit modified. Looks like it's got a small block in there. Somehow squeezed it in there. Something a little bit different for you. Got a 69 Pontiac Firebird convertible. This is the 350 variety, not the 400. Nice example. Buckets console automatic. Bright yellow color. That's 58 MGA, lot number 297. All right, lot 299 is a big block powered 71 El Camino. I wonder if it's a factory SS car. It says push down hard on brakes. Hard, careful. So it says on the post-it note there. Lot number 300. Got a small block powered 48 Ford hot rod. It's got the Fiesta caps on it. Guessing this one was probably built like in the 80s. It's got the tilt column. It's got the 80s cassette player in it. Definitely dating the build. Got a 52 Chevy sedan delivery. Check out those flames. It's got tinted windows, so I'm not sure you're going to see much. Got his business name on the side because he wanted that tax write-off. It was also recently registered in California. It's got a 9F series plate. Yeah.
Man, you're hot. You're hot. Yeah, I know.
Got a custom 63 Stingray. Those aren't the original faux vents on this Corvette. It is a split window coupe though. I'll try to get you the lot number here in a second. Lot number 304 on this one, so kind of cool. Got a 67 Camaro RS. 327, looks very original. Your interior shot. So we got a vinyl top on it. Another early Mustang. This one still has the inline 6. This one's lot number 307. It's a 65 model. Sold no reserve. 200-inch 6. Owned a few cars with the 200-inch 6, and they're actually really good motors. 75 Jeep CJ5. It's got a small block Chevy powered. Okay, lot 308. This one has under dash air, because that's obviously what you need in a vehicle with an open top like this. 309, we got a 71 280 SL Mercedes Benz. Couple black Stingrays. We're going to start with the 66 model Roadster. It says in 19 minutes they're going to start now. And I can roll you right into the second Stingray. This one's a 63. Another black Roadster. This one's 311. The other one was 310 on the 66. A 1970 Lincoln Continental Mark III. This has 50,000 original miles, which looks pretty accurate judging by the condition. Check out that interior. My dad had one of these back in the day, had a triple white one. I thought that was the coolest thing ever when he picked me up at kindergarten in it. Number 315 is a Dodge Viper. It says it's got a salvage title, 2006 model. It's got the warning label for total loss recovery. Somebody used the left foot pedal. Well, two. We got a Willys Jeepster 1950 model. These are just fun to look at. It's got a more modern steering column in it with a more modern Jeep. So I'm guessing the drivetrain has been upgraded as well. Would be an educated guess. It's got 9B plates, so it was recently, most likely recently registered in California.
It's an English car.
We got a BMW 600, 1959. They always label them as an Isetta. Technically, they're not an Isetta. They were never badged as an Isetta. Only the 250 and the 300 model was. And they have the door, so you have a back seat. Yeah, this 57 Chevy Nomad wagon. This one's modified. Lot number 326 on this one.
The only thing
Lot 328, we got a 92 Corvette C4. So it's pretty tight. It is an automatic. Transmission equipped. Got a 1957. This one is an Isetta 300 U.S. market model. You can tell by the steel beam headlights. I don't know if they have the panel. There's a panel that goes over there and a special bolt. This one has the sunroof. I had one of these many years ago. We have a Mercedes SL. This is lot 330. This is a 380 variety with the removable top. A 69 Fiat Seicento, the 600. Lot number 332. This is a right-hand drive. This come from a country where that is the thing. The Triumph TR6 Roadster.
You're interested, but you might be more
This one is lot number 335. It's a 1970 model.
Make an offer out. Glenn or Linda will help you out. They'll help you get the cars bought. A lot of times they'll sell cars that.
Nice little walk around this one.
But that's what the years you got.
334 is a 65 Daimler 250.
20 million homes that see it. So be careful what you say or what you
All these British cars out here today.
Good to see you. On and right.
Lot 71, we got a Toyota Hilux pickup 83 model. Still has the sunset plates on it. So, funny story, that lady walked by it when I was shooting that Willie's Jeep. She's like, this is a British car. And I said, no, this is American. She's like, you don't know what you're talking about. I'm like, you do realize this is a Jeep and they were built for the American Army during World War II, right? So, there's your funny quip of the day. Not a British car, sorry. A 92 Corvette. Another C4. Red with a red interior. So yes, Jeeps were made in the United States. Can you believe that? It's right up there with that guy who tried to tell me they never made a Corvette with a small block at one time. Number 75, we got an 89 Caddy Alante. This one's very clean. There you go, we got a 79 Lincoln Continental Town Car. 61,460 miles. Factory sunroof. Lot number 78. Yeah, it's kind of rare. It has no vinyl top either. Which was probably a smart move on whoever ordered that. It's to be a California car. It's got the 6-digit blue license plates. That's a neat car. Tinted windows. I'm guessing it came from the desert. A lot of cars in the desert have tinted windows for obvious reasons. A 68 Corvette. Speaking of small block Corvettes, here you go. Now number 436. It does have a 4-speed. That was another thing. The same guy actually told me they never came with Corvettes. Never came with automatic transmissions too. That was like his next comment on my video. I think that's forever going to be in the Hall of Shame. Yeah, this Ford F100. Short bed. It's like an older custom pearlescent paint job that maybe they sanded down to make it look patinaed. Yeah, it's definitely got like an older custom paint job. And then they sanded it later. You can see that. I saw one of this 57 Bel Air 4-door hardtop. About a London taxi. This one's a 04 model. This is lot 440. I think a lot of these were diesel. At least the ones in England were. I think some of these were converted like for handicap vehicles in the U.S. That might be what this is. I can't imagine it's easy to get anything from 2004 if it's not U.S. spec. Of course, it is left-hand drive, so I'm guessing that's what this was. I'm guessing it might be a U.S. spec vehicle. Got a 2002 Thunderbird. No reserve. Looks like he was trying to get 11,005. Lot 441.
It's that time when I say sold, and you think you bought it, and there's a guy right next to you. You bought it, and pick it up.
All right, lot 445, a 69 427 Corvette Stingray. Over which 427 does have a 4-speed. Got the removable hardtop as it is a roadster. 446. Got a 47 Ford with a flathead with dual carb manifold and aftermarket heads.
Weekends. I can tell you to shave your tennis shoes. I can tell you to come on out.
Lot number 450. We got this E-Type Jag 1972.
Solid 1250 penny, 1250 thank you.
56 T-Bird, lot 453. Back into more cars that are parked under the overhang.
SL500. It's a pickup vehicle, ice cold there.
That's the Continental kit. Got a 58 Corvette Resto Mod. Lot 454. You can see they removed the chrome strips off the trunk, which is a 58 only thing. And they added like a deck lid license plate similar to the 53 to 55 model. 1963 Divco milk truck. Lot 458. It's got seats out of a late model vehicle. So it's Cow-Nation milk, it's a Carnation. It's got it done up like a malt shop back here. That's a real Seabird wall box too. That's not one of those reproduction ones. Got a 69 Camaro, big block powered. Lot 459 Pro Touring Resto Mod. This is a Z28. Got fuel cell, nitrous, relocated battery. Got a 68 Camaro RS. Lot 464. I'm going to try to hurry up a little bit because I've been here a while. A 70 Dodge Charger 440 6-pack car. Lot 465. Does have an automatic. Very nice example. Yeah, lot 464 is this 37 Ford. It's like billet era rod. I'm guessing it was probably built like in the 90s. Definitely has that aesthetic to it. I'm not sure what the market is on these billet era rods these days. I've seen some pop up like at the swap meets. See if it's it says when it was built. Yeah, it doesn't say when it was built. I'm guessing probably in the 80s or 90s. Yeah, 57 Corvette. Lot 468. Obviously it's modified. It's got a interesting choice of wheels. I'll be honest, I think those wheels make it look almost like it's a kit car or something. Yeah, they definitely do. In my opinion, they do not suit a 57 Corvette 65. Pontiac says GTO Tribute, about 481, so it started out as either a Le Mans or a Tempest. Obviously, they make all the parts to convert these. That's what happened to my Tempest I had in high school. The people bought it. They bought it to convert it to a GTO, unfortunately. You know, the Tempest was actually a rare car that year. In a convertible, that is. Lot 482, we got a 57 Chevy 210 two-door post. Lot 483, a 72 Volkswagen Beetle with bias ply white walls. Okay. Second gen Econoline E100 long wheelbase with the barn doors. It's a mouthful, but that's what it is. That's got the old center console there. It's got the quarter windows. Never seen those quarter windows before. It's got the shag carpeting. This thing looks like it was probably built back in the day. May have been freshened up with some newer paint at one point. Or stored properly, actually. But I think it, oh wow, it might have been repainted, I don't know. I said unless it was garage, then they just buffed it all out. Got a 67 Chevelle 487. This one's a Malibu with the 327 small block. Look at that, it's got a 4-speed in a Malibu. That is very interesting. Non-super sport. That is factory. That is an interesting setup there. 67 Mustang. This one's a V8 car. It's got a 289 badge on the fender there. Lot 488 on this one. It's got the torque thrust on it. A 68 Ranchero GT. Lot number 515. So we got the vinyl roof. So we have a 289 automatic car. The bed's even clean. Tell you what, this is a really neat Ranchero. It's like California black plate. Might be original. They're old plates. Usually when they YOM plates onto a car like this, they'll put like ones that look like they're brand new. So those look like they've been on here a while. That is a very cool Ranchero. And the ever popular Mercedes SL Roadster. This one looks like it's got some clear coat issues, as many cars of that era do. This one's lot 516. 76 El Camino. No smog on this one, so it has to go out of state or to a dealer. Lot 518. One says it's the beer bus. This is a 1971 Volkswagen. I hope it has a keg in the back. It's tinted windows and it's not open, so I guess there might be a story behind beer bus. Oh, it's from a brewing company, that's why. All right, we got a 2001 Mustang GT. Manual? Nope, it's automatic. That's a great car for Palm Springs, though. It's like it's from out of state because it's got a dealer plaque on the back. That's generally something you do not see in California. We got an 88 Lincoln Mark 7 LSC. Of course, their version of the Mustang. It's got a sunroof, leather interior. These have the same 5.0 high output as the Mustang. Recently tagged in California, judging by the plate.
85,000 extra miles on the little car.
Very nice example. There was a bunch of these at Radwood last Saturday as well. It was very cool to see. Lot 423.
Thank you.
Got the 71 Corvette Stingray. Small block and automatic, which according to that one viewer does not exist.
A two-owner 1960 Porsche 356. It's got the same owner since back in 1986 when it was purchased from the Herman Miller Porsche for $16,500. It comes with the sale purchase contract and all the documentation.
This one's lot 423. 57 Thunderbird. Check out, it's got turbines on it.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, friends,
So got the Y block in there.
the car that's got your attention. $100,000. I'm going to bid it now, $100,000 now.
I'm guessing whoever had this had owned it since the 70s, judging by those wheels.
$15,000. I got $50,000. I got 40 right down here. Off we go. I got $40,000. Who got 50?
Did you have one of those? I actually started at
435, a Studebaker pickup. Very nicely restored. Not something you see a whole lot of. Car number 81, we got a 34 Ford Roadster street rod. It's got the 80s tilt column in it. Again, a good indication of when it was built. Looks like it's out of Arizona. Oh yeah, it's got the billet dash stuff too. 57 Bel Air convertible, lot 88.
There's some stealing going on. The miles are 154.
Pretty loaded, power steering, power brakes, 4-barrel.
I think it took GM about.
It's factory air. Look, it's got the factory air vents under the dash. That's kind of rare on a convertible. Skirts, twin antennas, Continental kit. Lot number 89, we got a Triumph Spitfire. I don't know if I mentioned the Bel Air was lot 88. It's a 73 model. 57 Chevy pickup.
Just spent on the interior with a new headliner put in.
This is lot 93. 10 windows, so we're probably not going to see much in there.
All right, then, here we go. There, have another bit. Thank you. Everybody try to demonstrate.
7, we got a Ford Model A. This one's a 29 model. 4-door.
A 2,000 model for $8,000. Why witness? $7,500 bid. Who gives $7,750? Let's try it. $7,600. Who got it? Now $7,800. Let's give it a try.
Got a 56 Pontiac Safari. That looks to be all original. This is, check that out. This is absolutely incredible. Look at the interior. That is original interior. Try to see what lot number this is. Lot number 98.
All right, coming up right now. Lot
This is a
14,
fantastic car.
1998 model J.
I think this is probably like my favorite thing I've seen here so far. Looks like it was last tagged in 92. Still has black 63 issue plates. Burlingame Pontiac frames with the Indian heads on there. This car is absolutely awesome. Another Cadillac Seville. I haven't seen too many of the big Cadillacs today. No 50s Cadillacs. This is lot 100. Just these little Nova-based ones. And a few of the North Star era cars. This auction usually draws 50s and 60s caddies as well. Got a 77 Rolls Silver Shadow.
It does have the slider, a little XJ8 Jaguar. Yeah, we're gonna sell it.
That we are, folks, at $3,750.
Another 60s Thunderbird. This one's a 64 model, a 390 FE. This is the Landau edition. Of course, they had the base, the Landau, and the convertible in these. Those were your three options for Thunderbirds in that era. There's the Landau roof. And 64 was the last year with front drums. In 65 they went to got a 1960 Ford F100. Lot 109. So it's got a rebuilt 300-inch 6. It's a Designer Series Mark V. This is the Gavinci. Try to come in here. It's parked really close to the one next to it. This one's got the sunroof. This one's lot 113. This is probably the most Palm Springs car here. There you go, the Gavinci edition. Of course, they had the Cartier as well. It's a 58 Chevy Cameo pickup. Lot 114. It's got the fiberglass bed. It's an 84 Eldorado convertible. It's lot 118. Interior, this can't have very many miles on it. I can't see. 56,000 miles it says on a post-it, on a little tape thing there, I think for the next oil change. Yeah, like I said, a lot of these weren't used very much. Obviously something that is very much Palm Springs orientated. It's a Pontiac Fiero GT in '88. A lot of people say this was when they got it right. This one's lot 120. It is an automatic transmission equipped car. Used to have the original California plates, or at least older California plates, so it's been here a while. A 72 Ford Ranchero GT. Versus the year of the fish mouth. Actually, I think it might be a standard Ranchero, but with a GT hood. Now I'm looking at it. '74 Volkswagen convertible, lot 133. There's a 2002 Avanti. It's listed as a Studebaker. Obviously, it's not a Studebaker. I believe these were, yeah, this was built on the F-body underpinnings. And of course, there's a company that still owned the rights to the Avanti name and design, and they used it. I know they, for a few years they even did it on Mustang chassis. That's something a little unusual for you. Yeah, 63 Buick Riviera, lot 338. We're actually getting towards the end of the auction here. If anything else I missed, it came in later, and I honestly do have to get back home this afternoon. Have that big concert tomorrow. I'll just bring you over here, show you the 68 Cougar XR7. This one's a 390. It's got the 6.5 badges on it. So that's kind of a rare car. Of course, you could all get up to the 7-liter in these, which were even rarer. The 64 Volvo 1800. This was lot 196. All right, that's going to wrap things up here in Palm Springs, California for the McCormick's auction for November 2023. I have no idea what I'm filming next week. I might do something on Sunday. I don't know yet. Thanksgiving weekend, nobody has anything on the calendar really scheduled, so I might just come up with some sort of random video for you guys. A lot of other great events coming up for you after Thanksgiving weekend, starting on the 3rd of December with Pomona Swap Meet. As always, check that tentative list, which will be in the comments section of the video shortly after it posts. Be sure to like, be sure to subscribe. Let me know what your favorite car was. Mine was the 56 Safari for sure. And until next time, I'll be seeing you.